Hey guys, welcome back to another installment of a social media audit. I'm here with Megan Zimmerman, super stoked to be going through this. Megan, how long have you been with Make?
Just a little over a year.
A little over a year. Awesome. I know you've been in my own Make affiliates group for I think since the beginning.
Pretty
Um,
close, yeah.
yeah, which is super fun. So that group, like I give sort of like daily prompts and whatever else I can help with. Pretty soon, I think I'm going to do that training on conversations because I think that gets people into like a stall. Um, and yeah, I won't go into all of that right now. But anywho, let me share my screen. Here we go. Okay, so, oh, now my computer wants to act like. Oh, do not do this right now. Hang on. Let me force quit some stuff. I may ask my computer to do way more than any computer should. And once in a while, it's like, absolutely not. So that's happening right now. So hopefully this doesn't crash on us. Anywho, so what we want to do here is we want to look through your account, and ultimately what I'm looking for is I'm thinking, okay, if I'm somebody that has just found you, just heard of you, just met you at the grocery store and I wanted to go look you up and see what you were about, am I going to understand what you do? And is it like, does it have a conversion focus? And then and do I want to follow because of that, right? Like if I am your bat signal person, that's really the gist of everything. That's um the main function of social media, aside from being social and letting our family members and the people we went to high school with know what's going on in our lives now, right? Besides that, it's about really being super clear about who who we are here for, as in our bat signal. Oh my gosh, my computer, stop it. This is embarrassing, but whatever. And then moving them to the next step if our step for them is the correct step for them. That's really it. So, Megan, all right. God, family, married in 2006. Is that twins in 2010?
Yes.
Whoop.
Mhm.
Uh, a boy in 2011, hunting, farm life, horses, peptides for real health. Love that. And then farm wife, love all of this. I like all of that. That's good. Let me keep scrolling here a little bit. I'm just gonna see stuff that you have. Do you have your computer open, like not to be on this call here, but do you have it open like aside where I could have you look at some insights of
Hmm.
posts? If not, no big deal.
Yep.
Ooh, ooh. Okay. Because I'm a huge data nerd and numbers really, really matter. And rarely do you see the full picture of a post with just likes and comments. Rarely do you see that because those actually don't matter much in the algorithm anymore, which is very interesting. Um, okay, so the pinned post is from September last year. And it's kind of like a launch post. It's not your launch, right? But it's kind of like
Mhm.
a launch post where it's like, I'm here, I'm loud, this is what I'm doing. Uh, I don't have some dramatic rock bottom story. I didn't lose everything. I didn't have a crisis that forced me to change. My why was simpler. I was just done feeling like crap, exhausted, stuck, zero energy, couldn't lose weight no matter what I tried. Oof, amen. Then Make came into the picture, and little by little, I started to feel different, like better, like myself again. That's when I knew I wanted to do more than just use the products. I wanted to stand behind them. I wanted to link arms with people who are on the same mission. How big is your team right now, Megan?
Just me.
It's you. Okay. Well, you got a big team of one. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I have one affiliate under me, but he hasn't really kind of launched yet. He's out in New Mexico and he's working on a whole bunch of degrees and stuff like that. So he didn't start selling, but he and we talked and had very similar ideas about things, and that's kind of what drew him into it. So yeah, I'm an
Cool.
army of one right now.
I love it. I love it. You can do a lot with make, even in being your own thing and having personal sales. Make takes very good care of people with personal sales too, right? The up to 40%. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Um, Okay, so this past weekend, I got to go on the most incredible retreat with a company. And wow, my heart is so full. I was surrounded by people who get it. No competition, no one-upping, just genuine cheering for one another. Laughed, we cried, told our stories. I love this. Got recognized for accomplishments. What'd you get recognized for, Megan?
Just for Rising Affiliate, and I got to hold my sign up and like dance around a little bit. And last year, I wasn't that happy about it because I'm like, oh, I'm only a Rising Affiliate, you know? And then this year I made Premiere, so I got to stand up again. And I'm like, you know what? I am going to rock this. And I was so happy when I got to wave my sign this year.
Oh, I
So,
love that. I love that. It's premiere is that's it. That's the thing. That's what you want everybody to get to, right? So great job on getting that. And you're growing every time, you know? So like to still be further along. I love it. Why am I saying all this? Because maybe, just maybe, somebody out there needs this the way I did, not out of desperation, not out of tragedy, but because you're ready to feel alive again, ready for purpose, ready for more. Message me not because I need you on my team, but because you might need this in your life too. The words are good. The words are very, very good. I love it. Yay. Cool. Um, Looking back, I wasn't liking. Okay, so now we're going to start talking about actual structure and how people take in content, specifically on Facebook right now, okay? Um, uh, Carousels are great on Instagram, and they do not at all translate to Facebook. Um, because look, right?
yeah, that one accidentally squeaked through this morning because I forgot to uncheck the share to Facebook thing. I've been trying to keep everything on Instagram only, and this one squeaked through.
Oh, you're like,
So,
doggone it. Of all days.
yeah, so that's my little oops for today.
Oh my word, it happens to all of us, right? That is so funny. You're like, you don't even need to tell me. I know I see it. Um, that is a riot. Uh, okay, results day. Results day. Um, so this is, yes, very nice. And this is all one image, yes?
I think I had two separate ones. I
Is
just
it
used
actually? Oh, it is two. Okay,
yeah.
they line up very nicely side by side. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, usually I
Um,
do a screenshot of them, but today I'm like, well, they look nice on the results page, so I'm just gonna keep it like that.
Yeah, yeah, very, very good. So check out my friend Whitney's story and look at those before and after pics. Way to go. Forever changed. My confidence back. My motivation is back. Can't be stopped. Before pictures are from November. And so it's giving her da 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 da. So, because we say at the end, if you want to know what she's using, which is 100% like what I suggest, right? If you want to know what she's using, just let me know. Um, take this part out.
Hmm.
That's, just to actually make it relevant. Um, and and you can kind of like the weight loss one or added the appetite one. You know what I'm saying? So like we still are referencing that she's taking stuff, but it's like there's this one and this one. I kind of treat it like you remember old Friends episodes where it was like the one about this or the one about, and that's kind of how I do it. So it's the weight loss one or the muscle one or the calming one, the focusy one, right? Um that's really good. That's good. Excited. What's this? Got yourself 5 comments on there. I'm interested. Um, Actually, it's only 3 hours, so I wonder if your insights have even popped up. Do you have insights on this one?
Well, let me check here quick.
It's weird how they
And
don't
it
have an
has it.
actual. What's that?
Yeah, it has my insights up.
Okay, tell me about total views.
111.
111. Okay, let me get my notepad. Keep track of some stuff here. Ba, ba, ba. Do this. Okay, so this one, 111 in 3 hours, and not bad, lady. Not bad. How many of those are followers?
97.3%.
97.3 are followers. Interesting. Okay. Let me write a note for in a second here. Okay. Um, so 97.3 followers. What's the engagement number? And I know what it says on comments and likes, but what's the engagement number?
Uh, is that like interactions? Or
Uh,
I'm
ba-
trying to see where.
I'm sorry, hang on.
It's okay.
You know, you look at numbers so much that you forget what they're actually called. Um, it actually says engagement.
Hmm.
Uh, so it'll say views and engagement near the top. Do you see that? Like
I don't
above
have
your little
that.
graph.
Mm-mm.
Interesting. What was the one you were mentioning?
Interactions, that's just with the comments, shares, saves.
Yeah, okay, we'll take that. What's that one?
7.
7. Okay, exactly what we saw. Fair, fair enough. Okay. 7 interactions. All right, now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna give a note right now. Next time I want you to try one photo. And the interesting thing is that the photo can be, if you have like two before and afters that must be on there, just do a Canva thing and get them squished into a photo somehow. Get them squished into one image. But I want it to pull from one image because what I'm seeing Facebook do right now is it's really giving a ton of life to one photo posts. I don't know what is going on, but like every one of them is hitting right now, and I'm getting like over 90% non-followers seeing one photo post on Facebook, which is insane. Um, so try that next time.
Okay.
Um, and then so I just want to get a baseline. This one is when was this? Wait, this was a kind of a reshare. Ba, ba, ba. Let's look at yesterday's. Let's look at this. How many views on that? The doggo.
All right, 241 views.
241. And then interactions.
20.
Okay. And then how many followers versus non-followers?
96.3% followers.
93. Okay, 96.3%. Okay. Here's what I want because right now you're existing in an echo chamber. So
Mhm.
it's the people that are in your world are seeing your stuff and they're engaging, and it probably feels very much like this too. They're seeing your stuff and they're engaging, but you're like we need to get more and more people seeing it, and more people coming to your space, right? So
Mhm.
tell me what your activity looks like, oh, aside from your own posts. What does your Facebook specific activity look like?
Usually in the morning I'll get on. I scroll through a little bit. I'll usually save a couple like memes or whatever that I like to kind of share in my story at some point if
Uh-huh.
they're ones that I like. Um, I go through my stories, look at everyone else's stuff. Um,
Are you engaging in stories?
I'll do a like or a heart or whatever, and if it's someone that I know well, I'll comment on something, but that's kind of where I lack because I've honestly sent people, I'm so sorry I commented on your story things in the past because I don't really know them and I'm like I don't want to feel like a creeper.
Oh my word. You listen. This is the conversation we need to have today, Megan. Is you're not a creeper. They're posting on social media for people to respond, and you're doing what they want you to do too. So, like, you're not a creeper for that. And also, think of this. You know how when people respond to your own stories, like there's the likes and the loves, which is totally cool. But you know when somebody responds and like actually says something, how it's nice to be sort of like seen?
Mhm.
You don't know who's responding to their stories, and most likely it's not many people. And also, if we look at it from a functionality space, responding to stories is a DM, and they'll likely respond to the DM, which means they will start seeing your stuff. So that's why the activity outside of your account matters so much, is because uh, is because that's how you get new eyeballs on your stuff, is literally by engaging outside of your own stuff. So my challenge to you, it's always a thing in the make group where I'm like, respond to 5 new stories today, right? Because
Mhm.
I say 5 new stories because when you respond to 5 stories, those same 5 people will show up again real quick. So don't keep responding to the same person over and over again. You find 5 new people every day to respond to. Um, and 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 the only reason that I say 5 is just to give you guys some sort of number. What I do is I give myself 15 minutes. And I just like, I have a 15-minute thing. I'm going through stories, and there's some like where they catch my eye and I respond. And then there's some that I just like or whatever, but I make sure that I've at least responded to 5 in that 15 minutes. And if it's more, that's awesome. But I make sure that I do that in 15 minutes. So it's almost like I guess, um, I don't know, the formula, I guess, is 15 minutes. Just make sure that 5 have been responded to. And then more, it's the results are scalable, right? Directly proportional.
Mhm.
So you pinky promise you'll do that? Yes? Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
one thing I have with that is like my stories, I'll have like maybe 10 people that have a story, and then it's like group pages or like more famous people, like Reba McEntire's story will pop up. And like most of the stories at the top of my screen are those and not normal people. And I've tried like trying to get rid of them and like getting out of groups and stuff just to try to get it down, but I'm still I did the alphabet thing that you had recommended in our group. Like
Yeah.
I've gone through that and I can't get it to show me a lot of other people's. I don't know if I just have really boring friends that don't do stories. But it's almost like the same people all the time and then the famous people kind of thing. So,
And then the famous people. Oh my
yeah.
word. So, okay. Interesting. Challenge accepted. So, so then tell me, what are you doing in groups where your people hang out? Like, what are a couple of groups where your people hang out?
Well, I was in one and I got kicked out because I wasn't following. I posted about make wellness and they didn't like that, but
They
I
won't like that, Megan.
no. Well, they asked like how can I lower my cholesterol and like I went in like totally not even saying I'm just like I'm using these natural peptides that have done mine and I showed my blood work and everything and I ended up getting kicked out. But yeah, I don't go into a lot of groups.
Oh,
Just because of that, I'm kind of gun shy with it. I don't
yeah.
comment a whole lot. Because I'm one of those, I feel like, I don't know, I don't have enough knowledge to share. Like, I don't want to sound like one of those that people are going to come back and be like, well, that's not true. I am so afraid of failure or being called out on stuff. Like, that is my problem.
Okay. Well, that's fair. That's fair. You can always, now in the world of AI, You can always say, "Hey, I'm about to say this in a group. Tell me where I'm wrong. Poke holes in this for me." And then you can end up with something that's real, right?
Mhm.
Something if and maybe it'll even say, "I don't have any holes to poke in it for you." Like that's you're great. Um, but you can do that. So that's, we didn't used to have that before.
Mhm.
But let's talk about how you talk about make in groups, because this is actually a really important thing. So, what we do is um, we talk about the container itself. We don't talk, I don't anyway. I'll just say what I do. I won't say we, what I do. I won't talk about the products per se. I talk about the results. You were already kind of doing that. But whenever people are like, well, how do you get those results? Well, we have a program called the Breakthrough. It's it's that. And so when they have questions, you give them details about the breakthrough, about like what the breakthrough is about and what goes on in it. Totally free. You just need to have these peptides in order to, or you just need to have, the way that I say it is you just need to grab these peptides because they're going to do the heavy lifting for you. But the program itself is totally free. So that is how you talk about it without it being like salesy or whatever. It's just we have this program. So that's the best way to do it, in my opinion. And then you don't catch that slack or that flack, I guess. Um, so who is your bat signal, Megan?
Farm wives and homesteaders, that are moms that have no energy, are tired all the time, and
Yeah.
basically feel stuck.
Yeah. Okay. So where are you finding farm wives and homesteaders at? Because they've got lots of groups.
Yeah, I don't have that many that I'm actually in. It's that fear of going in groups. That's my downfall. I'm in a few, like natural healing kind of groups because I'm big on kind of growing my own stuff and doing that kind of thing. So I'm in a few of those. And that
Yeah.
was one of the ones I got kicked out of too.
They're the first ones to do it, honestly. That
Mm,
doesn't surprise me at all. Because they have a reason for their group existing, you know.
yeah, and they had it in their, what do you call it, their information, and I only noticed that after I had posted, yeah, I do this. And people were asking me, "Oh, can you send me more info? Can you send?" And I'm like, "Well, I can't really say where to get this info." So I did like a chat GPT, and I'm like, "How can I say this that I won't get kicked out of this group?" And it like gave me a thing to say that I could message them in that, but they still kicked me. So that was
Yeah.
that.
They're gonna, if they see you as a threat or competition, really is what it is,
Yeah.
then they're gonna pop you out. Yeah. Um, so what I would do is, well, this is what my entire business is built around. Everything, not just make, but my entire business is built around serving my bat signal person first and foremost. And then any sort of product or anything like that, any program, anything like that is an oh, by the way, right? So, what I mean by that is if you're serving farm wives and homesteaders, it makes a lot of sense for you to you've been through my bat signal thing and like the pillars, haven't you?
Hmm.
So it probably should have given you some pillars of like things to talk about that are holistically things that they care about. Is that what you
Hmm.
got from it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what you should be posting
Yeah.
because whenever you post that, what it's going to do is it's going to signal to the algorithm that you're not just here selling stuff. Because, I mean, imagine the algorithm, it probably sees 99% of people on Facebook there to sell something. And so it has to, because it solely relies on ads for its monetization, um, and, maximizing shareholder profits, blah, blah, blah. Um, it needs people to spend money on ads. So if they see you selling stuff all the time and it's and it's on your personal page and you're not paying for ads, they're not going to let a lot of people see your stuff. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
So what we do instead, which is actually the better business anyway, in my opinion, is we start creating content for our homesteaders, for our farmers' wives, around the different things that you came up with in, the GPTs that you went through. So you create that content, and then the algorithm is going to be like, oh, she's creating, excuse me, she's creating some use. I sure hope you couldn't hear that burp. I just realized I have a microphone right next to my neck. Um, oh, she creates content for them. Oh, she's got helpful info for them. If I send these people, this is the algorithm thinking, right? If I send these people to her, they will read this content, they'll enjoy it, and they'll stay on Facebook longer. That's the game right there. Like if you want to feed the Facebook machine, that is the game. And frankly, I know I have your Instagram info too. We're not even going to go into Instagram today because Facebook is where it's at right now. I'm not even going to go into it because um Instagram is great. I love Instagram. Have a big Instagram account. Blah, blah, blah. More conversions are happening on Facebook. And so if you're going to focus on one thing, which you certainly should before moving into something else, Facebook is it. So all you have to do, and the thing is Facebook is so easy. You just give it content, give your people good content that they'll enjoy, that they'll want to see, that is savable, that is shareable, meaning savable and shareable usually looks like tips, tricks, hacks, or a sequence of events. Do this, do this, do this, do this. That's savable and shareable info. So whenever you're creating that info, your account is naturally going to start growing. So I love that we have these baseline numbers of 97.3% followers on that one post and 96.3% followers on another one. I love that we have that baseline because now, after you've been doing this for 30 days, I want you to then go look at your post from the 30 days, right? Look at the insights there because what's going to start happening, and also pair that with um, doing a joining those groups, girl, joining those groups and giving feedback, not just on health, wellness related things. The thing is, when you give feedback on health, wellness related stuff, it's very easy to get kicked out.
Hmm.
Um, instead, if you're in a homesteading or farmers' wives group, they're asking about other stuff that you know about. So why don't you help them with that stuff? And then because you haven't asked for anything in return, they're going to be like, wait, everybody always tries to sell me something. Like, who is this girl? It's going to be just kind of like that cognitive dissonance, right? Where you're just like, who is this chick? Like, she just helped me a lot and didn't even ask for anything. They click over. As they click over, because you are talking about make in a regular repeating way, because you're doing like my prompts in the other group, then they will, as they're scrolling through, they'll see it. That is, that's the actual strategy. Okay. Without feeling like you're going to get kicked out, without being even scared of it. This is you just feeling like a good, supportive member of the community. And then you will start to have people start to follow you. They'll, like that is how it naturally actually happens. So, the good news is it's not that you were doing that and it wasn't working, because that would really perplex me. It's just that it wasn't happening. So, so this is actually very exciting for you. How do you feel?
Pretty good.
Good. Do you want to throw up in your mouth a little bit?
No, not yet.
Not yet. You're not making the post yet, right?
Right.
You sit there and you're like, I guess I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think you made it pretty clear. I think I'm just focused on the wrong thing. Like, I love my natural health and wellness. groups and stuff, and I think that's where I was focusing too hard and not just
Yeah,
being in the farm wives groups that I can just be myself and talk about whatever and answer questions that way. So I think that really
literally.
helped.
Yes.
And like
Okay.
the one thing like I keep thinking about is I made this post this past summer. I made tomato sauce with spaghetti sauce and I made a reel on it and put my recipe and stuff, and like I still have people starting to follow me from that and posting, "Thank you for posting this." And like I wish I could can year round and find stuff to do that people, because I'm getting new followers that way, but it's like a trickle here, a trickle there. It's not a viral thing. But it's
Yeah,
still like I get really excited when I see that somebody started following me up from that reel.
I
So,
love that. So what you should be thinking about, I love that, and I love that you have the presence of mind to understand that that's because it's your bat signal.
mhm,
Um, that's exactly how it works. It's so fun because you get popular based on what you like literally love. So it's so
mhm.
much fun. It's not like you're playing a role of anybody. Um, okay. So what I would be thinking about is what are other things that that I can do in a here's how you do this kind of way. Um and and just brainstorm. Just what I do is I allow myself time, believe it or not. I actually set a timer. I and nobody bothers me. Nobody comes in, nobody talks to me. During that time, and it'll be 30 minutes sometimes, sometimes it's an hour. I think it's best when it's 30 minutes because your brain knows that it has to work a little faster. Um, but that's where I brainstorm and think, okay, what are the things that I can do? What are the things that make sense here? Like what are some topics I could talk about? What are some DIYs? What are some do this, do that, do this, do that, wash, rinse, repeat stuff that I could do on video? You will be so good. So, so good. And yeah, that's what I would do that today. Set a timer today,
Mhm.
do that, and then just start thinking. And don't allow yourself to be like, nobody's going to care about this. Because that happens. That happens,
Mhm.
right? That's the little gremlin in the back of our minds that's just like nobody cares about you, nobody, whatever. And that's just a big lie. That's by no means true. The reality is the social media landscape is so infested with AI content right now. Real people win the day. I don't care what you're talking about. Real people win the day. So yeah. What questions do you have for me? Because I think you've got what you need.
I thought I was gonna totally fail this thing.
Oh my gosh,
So
you
okay.
can't. It's impossible, first of all.
I'm like, she's gonna take one look at my profile and be like, this lady's hopeless.
Oh
Um,
gosh.
I don't do the monetization thing. Like it popped up when I changed my account over to digital creator or whatever, but when do you start that or do you even start it? Like, is that something?
I do it. I do it. I'm gonna be honest and say I don't make a ton with the Facebook one.
Mhm.
YouTube, yes, but Facebook, no. Um, but yeah, I would turn it on because why not? The monetization thing also let me say this. Anytime any of the platforms give me something to turn on, I turn it on. And the reason why is because you're just kind of playing their game with them, you know? They want to
Mhm.
test these things. Essentially, they're monetizing you so they can sell more ads later. So if you're willing to play ball with them, then that's you kind of get some bump up bonus points, in my opinion. That's what it's looked like in my own account anyway. So yeah, I would certainly turn it on. I mean, I don't know. Facebook ends up being like $100 a month or something. Like it's not
I'd probably
anything
get
huge.
50 cents.
But that's 50 cents you didn't have. And
Yeah.
maybe because you're monetized, they put you in front of new people. That's the thing. You just don't
Yeah.
know. You just don't know. So
Yeah.
yeah, I would play their game with them for sure.
Okay.
Cool.
I had a second question and now I like totally lost it because I had to make a joke about 50 cents.
Ah,
Oh man, what was I gonna?
you're funny.
Oh, with the GPT things, I had gotten your Insta algorithm one, and
Yes.
I did the week one of it, and then I said, "Hey, create the week two content for me," and it basically threw back week one stuff. And I hate arguing with it, but I'm like,
Uh,
you just gave me the same stuff as the first week, and it's like, oh, great catch. Like, and I'm like, well, why did you do that? But like, I feel like it's just spitting the same stuff over and over again. And I don't know, is that a
this,
good thing or a bad thing?
well, the first 4 weeks are you seeding. It does look similar. The
Okay.
first 4 weeks are you seeding content to tell the algorithm who your person is. So it does look very similar. It's not even engagement content. It's really just
Mhm.
telling the algorithm who you are. So it does look kind of the same.
Yeah, I feel like I'm posting the same words just in different formats, basically.
Yeah,
Like it wants a
it
reel
does
or a
feel like that.
carousel. Yeah.
It does. You can also say, okay, I'm past week 4. Just tell it, I'm past week 4. I'm ready for the growth content. And then it'll start giving you that the growth content past the seeding part. Because the seeding part is just those 4 weeks.
Okay.
And then it's like it's built to grow your account like to 10 million followers. Like it's built to have that growth afterward. You just have to seed it first.
All right, I
Boom.
guess my last thing is I think I told you this already. I'm one of those people that like every kind of help I can get, anything I can use, like the GPTs and all that, I'm like grabbing 1,000 of them, and I have all these chainsaws in the forest and I don't know what trees to cut down because I have so many chainsaws.
Yeah.
What should I focus on? What would be like your number one thing to say, here, this is what you need, use this?
Yeah. Of my stuff? Is that what you're, or just in general?
I like your stuff. I'm not gonna, if there's something of yours that I know you're gonna be a little biased, maybe, but
Probably. I do have my beautiful babies. Um, uh, honestly, I love the strategy drop.
okay.
That's that's giving everybody, um, it's giving everybody the post every day, like the main post. I even do it.
Mhm.
Gives everybody the main post every day, 3 story things. So like, you know, even for me, I'm so strategic that sometimes communicating in stories isn't my thing because I'm so like, I'm in the meta, I'm in the data, I'm in the like, the who's it's and what's it's. And so when I think of, okay, like, I need to lighten up, what do I say in a story? My brain is like, what? Of course, too focused later, my brain's like, I can't be light, I don't know. And so the story prompt, um for the day, it walks you through different types of stories to do all day long, which as people are starting to follow you, they'll start to see your stories more, and there will be people that join your stuff just from your stories. That's a really interesting thing that happens, but it also, um what I the problem, in my opinion, that it solves is that, I teach strategy because it's just what I do. But whenever I teach you guys like how to do things, then it's up to you sitting in front of your computer to make it make sense, right? To make this post match that thing, match this, match that, so the whole wheel goes. And the strategy drop just gives that to you. So like today's post is a results driven post. And then if you have a lead group, which I think everyone on the planet should, well, not everybody with a business should have a lead group, your own. Um, it tells you what to even post in there. So the main post is a results post. Well, there's a secondary results post in the lead group because they're a warmed up version of your audience. And then there's also an engagement post every day for the lead group. So everybody that's coming in, you're always like engaging and the group is growing. When there's a lot of engagement going on in the group, then Facebook starts putting it in front of other people. So you start see other people start seeing your group and they're joining your lead group that you already know what to post in every day. And then the stories are also getting people there. Like it's, and then from there they join. So like it's just a whole, it's a perfect system. And that's why I love Strategy Drop. Just I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that was a real long response, but
That's okay.
that's why. Uh, okay. Well,
Can I do one more question? Because I'm one of those
absolutely.
people, like, I know you're supposed to post at different times and that,
Yeah.
but like every morning I'll get on and I'll see like my memories pop up. And like I always want to share like my kids when they were little or like something that happened years ago. And am I hurting myself by putting those posts in there too? Because I think I was told if you post too much at one time, it hurts you. Like people won't see your post that you're supposed to be showing everyone.
Facebook goes back and forth on it, honestly. Um, but I wouldn't repost those. What I do is I comment on them. So when you comment, it bumps it back up and people will see it again without it actually being on your feed again. So
Okay.
they'll still see it. So basically what I do is I go into memories and um go into it. I don't know if you can hear my Frenchie snoring right now. She's 100% snoring. Good night. Um, let's see, memories. Okay. So, oh, that's crazy. I can't believe I'm teaching Nora how to research content for her YouTube channel she's making in 6 months. Like that's crazy. Anyway, what I could do is I can just tap on it, comment again, and just be like, oh my gosh, it's coming or something like that, or just three hearts, or it doesn't matter what you comment, it just bumps it to the top again of your feed. So that's what I would do. And that doesn't it's not a post. So it's yeah, you just kind of bumping your own stuff,
Okay.
which also works now that we're in this conversation, which also works with, so if we look at my, I know I have share screen on here, but I'm still just going to show you via my phone. Oh my word.
It feels more personal and friendly this way.
Thank you. Thank you. Um, so there's there's a my pinned post at the top is want to learn more about how I lost so much weight before actually buying something, which everybody, of course, right? And that's how they get into my lead group. Yeah, okay. But I just go to the comments and I go to newest and I've got a bunch of people that are like, yes, me, whatever. And then I just heart it and then I send them the link or whatever, or I put it in the comments or whatever. And that bumps it up again. So now it's going to be in other people's. So any results posts that you've done, it's not an unwise maneuver to bump a results post every day because you're not posting one every day. That's unwise. But you're bumping one every day. Actually, I'm going to write that down. So bump results posts. I verbally process. So in these things, I get to learn too. So thank you for asking the questions. Bump results posts every day. What other questions you got?
I think that's everything. I'm kind of stuck with like everything right now and just like wishing things would take off and people would just automatically want to buy product. Like I didn't
Yeah.
get into make to get rich off of it or anything like that. Like I did it for myself and was kind of talked into doing the business side more. And I just I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where I belong in this and what I should be doing, if I should be doing. So that's
Here's
kind
what
of my.
I want you to know. Um, I am an affiliate marketer first and foremost. I mean, strategist and all of that stuff. But whenever it comes to how I share products, it's via affiliate stuff first and foremost. Meaning I'm not a network marketer first and foremost. So while I have grown teams, um, that is a different approach to what we have. And that's what I was kind of talking about earlier is you don't really need to, you don't even have to concern yourself at all with a team or bringing people in or getting them going or whatever. My first focus, if I were you, and this is how I treat my entire team, I teach my people to be affiliate marketers. Um, I teach them how to get their personal circle sales because A, you make more off of them. And B, when you're doing that, people in your circle will naturally start to bubble to the top and be like, hey, can I do this? Hey, can I do this? And that's how it naturally grows. But you don't need the stress of, hey, come do this with me. Instead, it's you just sharing what has worked for you. You and then you're getting your own personal sales and then watch it grow from there. So uh what I'm hearing, and maybe I'm wrong, but what I'm hearing is I don't I'm well, what I'm assuming. I'm not hearing it, I'm assuming it. Um that I'm feeling stuck in growing a team. Would that be the right Would did I assume right or no?
That and yeah, and getting sales. Like it's kind of both. Like I'm
Yeah,
stuck both ways.
yeah.
Like I've
But with the
done.
stuff we went over today, the sales aren't going to be an issue. If you do what we talked about today, I always approach whenever I do these things, I approach the business as though your business is my business, as though this is mine, and here's what I would do. Um, and that's that your personal sales will grow from this. No question about it. Um, the team sales, like I said, will come over time, but the personal sales will grow if you're doing it via a bat signal way. That's how people follow you. That's how you get new people. But
Okay.
that we'll talk in 6 months and we'll see because this is how it works. Like I started a new lead group. Um, it was just a week ago. I just started a new one a week ago. And there's only like 150 people in that group, so I don't think it's like massive or anything. But I've had something like 20 signups from it. And
Mhm.
so and just customers, like it's just that isn't me like who's going to do this with me? It's not like that. I sent out an email like that in case people wanted to, but it's not on the forefront of my social media. My social media is about, here's what I'm using. Here's what happened. Here's what I'm using. It's all the stuff that I teach you guys.
Mhm.
And then it's around my bat signal stuff. It's my people. So, it will work for you. And the reason I told you about the group that I just started is because I literally just started it. It's brand new. This isn't something that has 40,000 people in it and like amazing, cool. You're talking about this thing that's been around forever. No, like I literally just started it. So the beauty's in the beginnings, but you do have to um you have to post, you have to be consistent with it, give them what they want in the group. The cool thing is that groups on Facebook right now are pretty bad. They're pretty slim pickings on actually good content in the groups. It's like people are creating groups just to sell instead of serving. So like when you create a group to serve your people, naturally it's going to grow because it's different. It's different than what
Mhm.
people expect. So yeah, it's I I have I have absolutely no uh I have no doubt that you're going to be able to grow personal sales and that team sales are going to grow from there. But I just want you to focus on personal sales because the other can get really frustrating, especially when you feel like neither is working. But the thing is like you're kind of focused on both. But if you focus on this just naturally happens, which is like the thing maybe nobody talks about. So cool.
Yep,
Eee. Okay. I feel like we need a follow-up call in 6 months.
sounds good.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Megan. Thank you for being brave and coming on. And I'm super excited to see what comes up and to see these sort of like reels that you're making for your bat signal person. This is going to be very exciting.
Great. Well, thank you for everything and keep on creating that stuff for me to grab up and use.
Oh, my word. I love it. Well, you have the best day. Everybody else, we will see you next time.
Great.
Adios.
Bye.